behind me, that's called the No.1 Blast Furnace here at Shougang Park. Welcome everyone to the China International Fair for Trade and Services, also known as CIFTIS. This is one of the world's largest, most comprehensive trade and services fairs. We're here at Shougang Park on the west side of Beijing. This is one of two official venue sites for CIFTIS. The other one is called the National Convention Center, a little bit north of us. We're here at a place called Shougang Park, and as you can see, this area before was a huge industrial area. So we're going to talk about that in just a second. But for this year's CIFTIS, we've got over 2,400 companies from all around the world attending this year's trade and services event. We've got over 80 countries and international organizations represented at the Trade Expo as well. And you might be wondering, hey, why are we standing in front of a blast furnace? This place used to make iron and steel. I see water pipes around me. I see various blast furnaces around me. Why in the world are we standing in front of a blast furnace when we're talking about trade and services? Well, this is the creativity of Beijing, I feel. This is the creativity of Shougang Park, because inside that blast furnace actually is a metaverse theme park. So we have gone from an iron and steel behemoth to a digital paradise. So let's get more in terms of how this is all done and bring in Ms. Zhang, manager at a company called Sky Limit Entertainment Group. And Sky Limit actually was responsible for transforming that massive blast furnace, the No.1 Blast Furnace behind us, into a virtual reality theme park. So Ms. Zhang, thank you so much for joining us. 感谢张总，欢迎。要不您先给我们介绍一下这个一高炉，然后怎么改造的？
好的，好的。
没事，我帮您。
OK， 您。高炉呢，这次是咱们本届服贸会最重要的一个展馆，同时呢，一高炉也是作为本届服贸会一个最大的这个展品去对外在首钢园去呈现的。那我们为观众去呈现的是一个数实融合的最新成果。
Okay, so let me translate that quickly for our audience. Ms. Zhang was saying, look, this is one of the most important exhibition venue sites for CIFTIS this year. I mean, it's truly iconic, right? It's a landmark here at CIFTIS because inside there is actually a metaverse theme park, and it's changed from a blast furnace. So this used to be part of Shougang Group. Companies, they started moving operations out since 2005, so they're not producing iron and steel anymore around this area. And this entire industrial landscape has now been changed into something that's really cool, that's service-oriented and very sci-fi, I would say, as well. 张总，这个大概用了多长时间才改造完呢？
大家现在看到的整个一高炉呢，它其实不是一个普通的建筑物，它是原来我们炼铁成钢时期的一个构筑物。我们说首钢它有100年的历史，那这样一个构筑物，我们用了14个月的时间，把它从完全的一个工业遗迹改造成了一个具有现代化功能的一个科幻综合体。那这14个月仅仅是它的土建，也就是说我们盖房子用的时间。我们给它改完之后，在本次服贸会期间，我们呈现的大部分的内容其实也就60%，还不是咱们最终的这个效果。那这60%，我们大概用了半年的时间去为观众去呈现的。
Okay, so it basically took Sky Limit Entertainment Group about 14 months to transform this blast furnace behind us into this virtual reality metaverse theme park. However, it's only maybe about 60% when it comes to what they want to see in the final product. Let me ask Ms. Zhang in terms of the technical specificities in there, in terms of how scientific it can actually get. 那张总，这里边因为这是一个很老的一个工业区，从技术方面上，您感觉有什么挑战吗？就是这个改造这方面。
那这个我们还要从咱们整个北京市的规划以及首钢园对这个区域的定位开始说起。那我们整个首钢园呢，是从05年进行了大搬迁，也是响应国家的08年绿色办奥的这样一个政策。所以我们首钢园的现在新首钢人呢，有一句话叫“首钢园因 夏奥而生，因冬奥而兴。那冬奥而兴说的是去年22年的时候，我们在这个首钢园去承办了这个我们的冬奥会，像谷爱凌和苏翊鸣他们的奖牌就是在咱们首钢园的滑雪大跳台去实现的。那这是咱们在首钢园的体育产业的一个定位。那刚才您也提到了我们的科技一个定位，所以说呢，我们整个首钢园还有一个非常重要的产业就是科技家。那我们整个首钢园给这块的一个定位是科幻产业集聚区。那目前整个首钢园集结了最前沿的科技企业，将近60-70家。那有我们 AR 虚拟现实、Web 3.0或者自动驾驶。那我们一高炉呢，作为一个以 XR 技术为核心的科技文化公司，我们当然也要在这样一个最新的规划下去展现我们最前沿的技术。所以我们用这样一个构筑物，我们去打造我们虚拟线上的虚拟和线下实体这样一个深度融合的一个场景，为大家展现一个最终的科幻场景出来。
Okay, that's a lot of information to absorb. I'm going to see how much I can remember. So Ms. Zhang was talking about the transformation of the blast furnace. So again, before this used to be a massive industrial area, and now what they chose was to make this basically into a science fiction theme park. So I guess that is one of the major themes for Shougang Park. And Ms. Zhang was mentioning, look, it's not just about sci-fi here, because this area was also home to the Beijing Winter Olympics. And I think this is what's really cool about what the city chose to do when it comes to this area. So Ms. Zhang was saying, again, Shougang Group, one of the most largest and biggest makers of steel and iron here in China, they started moving operations out in 2005 in preparation for the Beijing Summer Olympics in 2008. So they began moving operations out in 2005. And also for 2022, the Beijing Winter Olympics, this area was used as well. So it's not just CIFTIS every single year, right? This is not just the Trade and Services Expo every single year. This is used on a yearly basis. So there's a metaverse theme park inside here, but also when it comes to urban renewal, urban regeneration, we can see services here. We can see consumers when it comes to consumer retail brands. We can see a lot of greenery here as well. And of course, the science fiction, the technology, and the innovation also. So it's really about how do you use these old industrial landscapes to really create more value as well. So I find it really interesting that before this used to be an industrial landscape, and now this has turned into something where consumers can enjoy good time. This is urban renewal, where you can have consumption and services and technology and enjoy a virtual reality theme park. So this is really how you reuse, I guess, a city or an area or a region's industrial or older traditional assets to create value, to create innovation. So it's really cool. 张总，我可能已经体验里边的那个元宇宙了。要不您给我们观众大概介绍一下里边元宇宙？您说已经现在是60%的一个程度完成度，最后的呈现的成果是什么呢？
我们最终去呈现的呢是一个线上虚拟和这样一个线下实体深度结合的一个科幻乐园，但同时它不仅仅是一个乐园它还会有我们丰富的配套，比如说大家在这儿可以去有餐厅然后有我们的游戏的内容，然后还会有我们技术的体验。所以我们在这样一个100年的工业遗迹里面，可以体会一个吃喝玩乐、行游购娱的打卡圣地。那我们当红旗舰呢，也是跟我们的政府以及我们的首钢园一起去打造一个城市复兴的新地标，包括说我们转业升级的一个标杆项目出来。那您看到我们身后的这个高炉它的最高点达到了108米。我们整个去改造这个构筑物的时候，是围绕着它的炉心，把这个圆形的构筑物在空间上把它分成了南半区和北半区。那南半区会是我们自己丰富的以 XR 技术为核心的科技乐园，那北半区有我们丰富的配套。那本次为服贸会的观众去呈现的就是我们北半区一个高挑空，它的最高点达到了33米，我们也给它取名叫33 Met Club 那这次呢，为我们观众呈现的是一个科技秀，以及我们用5G VR 的解决方案去实现的多人的大空间异地对战。我们可以请我们的观众去参观。
Okay, so I think words probably doesn't do what it looks like inside, because it's truly a transformative experience. The contrast is absolutely amazing. So how about I toss it over to my colleagues who are actually inside the blast furnace to actually give you a sense of what it looks like inside, because It's such a cool sort of cyberpunk atmosphere inside. My colleagues Yawen and Meiping are standing by inside the blast furnace to show you what it's all about. This contrast between old and new as well, going from industrial to Web 3.0. So how about I relay the baton over to my colleagues inside the blast furnace. Yawen, Meiping, over to you for now, and I'll join you guys in just a second.
Thank you, Michael, for the interesting background information of this place. We're now inside of the furnace. I'm Meiping.
I'm Yawen, and welcome to the Meta Club.
Sorry, what did you say? Nightclub?
Meta Club, actually. And no, it gives people this misperception about this whole place because
the
of
music.
the music.
We were dancing around here.
Yeah, so it looks really like a nightclub, but actually it's a Met Club. So the full name is the Shougang No.1 Blast Furnace, SoReal Metaverse Park, and today we're here to show you the entire supply chain of the metaverse, booming metaverse industry. So maybe what's new here?
Well, let's go experience some cutting-edge technology and learn what's new in the metaverse industry.
Yeah,
shall we?
Go check it out.
So here we have a facial recognition equipment, right? You can see from the screen, there's an avatar here, and yeah, see the mouse is moving as I'm talking, and
This is a virtual avatars.
Yeah.
Actually, it can capture your facial expressions like for up to 24,000 points, and it can be used for entertainment industry and as well as like AI live streaming.
Seems like you already have some knowledge about this technology. Well, let's hear more
let's
about
check it out with
from people from
the booth.
你好，您好，我们想了解一下咱们的这个展示，可以先请您帮忙自我介绍一下吗？
好的，你们好，我希望自己过着。
我来着。
OK， 我是北京其乐无穷文化科技有限公司的商务运营徐庆宇。然后这里展出的是我们最新款的产品，叫做虚拟咔咔。它是一个。
This is Xu Xingyu from Join Unlimited, and yeah, she's going to give us more information about this demonstration here. 那您帮我们介绍一下这个是一个什么样的展示？
好，没问题。这是一个用户可以自己创建虚拟人的虚拟人 UGC 创作平台，它可以进行自己的捏脸，然后进行服装、发型、道具更换场景，然后再进行剪映、进行开播。
Okay, so this platform provides users opportunities to create their own avatar based on their facial expression
styles,
the costumes, the hair, and details like, for example, the eyes, the noses.
So 所以它一般这个是用来什么场景使用的？
现在目前我们主要在铺秀场直播，就是和一些经纪公司、MCN 机构合作，来进行一个直播带货，或者说是一些KOL， 然后进行孵化 IP 做一个体验。
Wow, okay. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's used for scenarios, for example, like live stream commerce.
Yeah, AI live streaming commerce
and runway, virtual runway
to help to create boost the AI business and digital economy. So. 所以这个现在除了像我看有一些客服，智能客服也可以使用。
对，因为现在我们也会接入一些 AI 大模型，比如说 ChatGPT， 或者说是国内的文心一言啊、盘古大模型之类，然后会给我们的虚拟人加入一些 AI 的部分，然后使它可以成为一个 AI 客服、AI 前台、AI 律师、AI 助理等都可以，都有无限可能。
Wow. So by working with AI models, for example, like ChatGPT, so this avatar can work like, for example, a customer service lawyer, virtual lawyer, to answer some basic questions from the users. 我一直有一个问题，就是因为现在就是随着这个人工智能的发展嘛，也是有很多的这种，比如说换脸诈骗的情况。像这种情况，咱们的平台如何监管呢？We know that along with the development of AI technology, on a global scale, there are a lot of like new type of fraud happening using other people's face.
It's already happening nowadays.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how is this platform regulate this kind of things?
首先，基于我们平台打造出来的虚拟人，如果是合作方合作的，我们都会经过一个美术资产认证，然后使这个法律上具有保护效益。其次呢，我们有一个根据 AI 算法来进行一个模糊判定，以及一些就是相似性判定。如果它真正的就是过分侵权了，我们后台是不允许你创建这样的虚拟人的。
Okay.
So they have some sort of algorithm to detect if this avatar violates some certain copyrights.
Yes.
Or probably if you made an avatar out of like some celebrity's face, that's not going to be okay,
legal,
right?
Yeah, it's legal. Yeah. They will discover it within their system and capture it.
So now it's just for the face, right? 现在我们就只是脸的部分，但是之后还会有其他的部分吗？
会有。其实我们这个虚拟人它已经是能够做到，比如说像现在面部它是有4500多个细微的表情可以进行捕捉，再加一个摄像头，我们就抱歉。
Seems like there are too many faces in the camera, so they're having a hard time to detect which face to locate.
对，如果再加一个摄像头进行全身的动作捕捉扫描的话，就可以进行全身的驱动了。对。
So we can see now there's only one camera here. So it only captures the face. If there's more cameras, for example, if there's a camera down here, they will be able to recognize my motions, and there's going to be a whole body scanning. Okay.
好的，谢谢您，
感谢。
不客气。
Thank you.
感谢。Okay. Well, that looks really cool because we only know that nowadays the AI technologies can be used for, as she just shows us, the AI live streaming.
Exactly.
And actually, when I was talking to them, they said yesterday, like because nowadays the AI live streaming has been really popular in China. It's the entire multi-million industries. But with the AI technologies integrates with ChatGPT or audio face stuff like that, then they can be boosting the industry. People only work like 8 hours a day, but AI
now
live
it's
streaming
24/7.
24/7.
For example, waking up in the middle of the night, feeling like I need to buy something, and there's a virtual live streamer here to tell you to promote their products.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna spend more money since like the usual with this technology, right?
Domestic consumption.
Yeah, and I'm glad to hear that they have some sort of regulations to prevent the AI face swap frauds. I think that's a thing that that all the platforms has to think about.
Yeah, actually, China this year rolled out this law is related to AI and generative AI.
Released last month, right? It's just released last month
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the draft law so that people cannot use it in illegal manner.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we are running to another booth now, and today we have it's the China Mobile.
Yeah.
And they are another supplier of Metaverse Park.
They actually provide the 5G network here, right,
Yes.
for the whole venue.
Yes, so we're going to speak to her and let's find out what she says about this technology. 你可以跟我们做一个can you speak in English?
Hi, I'm Ma Wanming from China Mobile.
Yeah. 所以可以跟我们讲一下，就是how can China Mobile provide the technology to the Metaverse Park as well as to this immersive technologies?
Thanks for interview. Shougang No.1 Blast Furnace Metaverse Park has realized the immense battle of 30 people on 1,000 square meter field through the China Mobile's self-designed
There's
product,
a suitcase
5G in a box.
network provider.
So this small box can actually supply the technology to the entire, I'll say.
Yes, it can provide the 5G network.
5G network.
Yes, yes. The network provided by it can provide good performance of 40 Mbps data rate and 20 ms transmission latency to provide users high definition and smooth game experience.
So if people are playing games like what they're doing
Yes,
downstairs,
actually there's a battlefield downstairs. We're going to show you guys later.
I think that's really important because you want to have very smooth experience when you're playing video games.
The key,
excuse me, have a seat.
Yeah, the key is high speed and low latency, right? For games like that.
Yeah. So how can China Mobile stand out from this other I would say competitors, or how does it lead in the industry in providing this technology to Metaverse?
As we can see, the traditional enterprise network has many disadvantages, such as the deployment cycle is long and the network system is too complex and the cost is high. So we provide 5G in a box, and it can provide easy deployment of 5G network and quick 5G access.
Okay. Maybe do you have any other thing to add?
Because 5G is not a like really new concept. It's been around here for a couple of years.
A couple years, yeah.
And what's the current developed status of 6G? I know a lot of companies are working on 6G network. It's okay. I'm just asking. Because I heard a lot of news about 6G development and how fast it could be and help us to achieve a lot of new scenarios.
Yeah.
Yes. We do make many advantages in our current network. Like this product, actually, we integrate the 5G distributed base stations, the lightweight core network, and the edge computing capability in this product. So I think these advantages can also be applied.
Future generations of networks, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. That's
Thanks
a lot of
for
knowledge.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, it's a really important part
Yeah.
of the applications of metaverse industry, right?
because-
Network.
Because we only see like how it's being used here by such as playing video games, but it actually needs infrastructure development, the supportive of infrastructure as well as like 5G network and
Exactly.
all other like I'll say we cannot see, but
Yes.
plays critical role.
Yeah, because I talked to a lot of people in this industry, like they said, what users see are, the end, like the games, the applications, but there's a lot of technologies behind it.
Yeah. Well, as we're talking, we're entered to this
Next stop, next stop.
From the ZTE. ZTE is actually another supplier where I'll say cooperative partners with Meta Park, and today we have the person who is in charge of this booth. 可以请您给我们做一个自我介绍吗？
大家好，我是李申，来自于中兴通讯。
So yeah, this is Mr. Li Shen from ZTE.
So 你可以跟我们讲一讲，就是 ZTE 是如何帮忙现在我们所在这个 Meta Park 提供一些技术上的支持吗？
好的。众所周知啊。
I was asking him how can ZTE, like what kind of technology has ZTE provided to this Meta Park and this games?
好的，众所周知啊，中兴通讯呢是全球领先的通讯与信息解决方案供应商。那通信领域自然而然，我们肯定是世界的站在世界的头部了。那么其实这几年呢，我们知道元宇宙正在不断的兴起，其实元宇宙也需要通信。那其中呢，一条很重要的通信的方式，其实就是一种视觉的通信方式，就是我们的。
So in the metaverse industry or the metaverse world, communication is one of the important part, right? So especially virtual communication in the metaverse world.
所以呢，我们也在积极布局元宇宙方向的技术。那么我们主要是3个层面。第一个层面是网络层面，我们主要是在5G 网络，是提供了一系列的技术方案，去帮助 XR 的业务可以更好的在网络上进行传输。
So they provide network solutions to achieve network XR applications for the metaverse industry.
I do have one question. So because we just spoke to China Mobile, they're also a supplier of 5G network. So what's the difference from ZTE? 所以刚刚我们跟中国联通他们也谈到了，中移动也谈到了用5G 网络来支撑他们的这个运营。所以这个跟 ZTE 有什么区别呢？
其实我们跟中国移动是合作伙伴关系。这个场馆的技术方案呢，是我们跟中国移动共同提供的。对，背后的是的，然后设备呢以及设备上的技术呢是由中兴来提供，然后技术要求、技术需求，还有包括一些技术标准，是我们和中国移动共同提出的。
In charge of different parts, ZTE in charge of the equipment part, and some standards, regulations they both work together to complete that process. 然后我有看到，就是咱们这边有一些展示，您可以帮我们介绍一下这个眼镜吗？这个眼镜看起来就是平无奇。So can you tell us more about this pair of glasses? It look like a normal glasses, but I'm sure it's not.
我们可以其实试一下这个眼镜。这个眼镜呢，其实也是元宇宙的一个展现形式哈。这个眼镜是中兴全球首款轻型双目屈光一体化 AR 智能眼镜。
So it's an AR intelligent glasses. It's not a normal one.
This is the first one in the globe, right? like designed and made by ZTE.
Yes. 首先说它是为什么叫轻型，它只有50克重。
It weighs only 50 grams.
非常轻啊，像我们普通眼镜一样。然后呢，双目是指的是我可以2只眼睛同时看，不像某些 AR 眼镜只有单目啊，可以。
So you're able to, so the users can look through the glasses with 2 eyes. Like 2 eyes can see from the screens. Some glasses only supports 1 eye vision.
趋光一体化指的是这个我们的近视的这个用户啊，可以到我们的线下店定制一个趋光的眼镜，就不需要在上面加一层这个趋光镜片就
Okay, so they can customize. Users can go to the offline store to customize their own pair of glasses. So 所以这个眼镜可以做什么呢？ What do they do?
然后就说到 AR 智能，就是我们的 AR 就是增强现实嘛，智能是怎么来的？我们是内置了这个 GPT 同类的 AIGC 功能，也就是说，你可以把它当做一个智能的终端助理，随时跟它对话，然后去查询你想知道的内容。
So he says you can actually speak to him and speak to the glasses and it's like hey Siri, like blah blah blah, like maybe tell me what's the weather, what's the temperature today, and looking for some information. 但是它是要联网的，对不对？
是的。
Okay, only if it's connected to the internet.
还有呢，就是它的这个我们上面内置的麦克风，比如我们跟国际友人在交流的时候，它可以自动的识音识别到，然后翻译成文字，显示在投屏到眼镜中，这样我们就可以跟国际友人顺畅的交流了。
Well, that's really useful for us, right?
Yeah,
because there's a microphone on the glasses, and if I meet with someone who don't speak English or Mandarin, the microphone will catch their voices and translate them into texts on the screens. So I can just do like real-time translations and just communicate with people who don't speak my language.
Yeah, it's like you put Google Translate into a glasses and connect it to the internet, and then no matter what kind of language you're speaking, the glasses can capture the audios and translate directly, instantly to the language you're speaking. That's really cool. What other features? How can
I try it on?
Yeah, have a try.
As you guys are talking, can I put it on?
Yeah, go ahead.
我可以看到跟我们普通眼镜几乎是一样的。
对
I can see the time.
You can see the time.
My eyes.
Yeah.
They're green. It says 1:30. Yeah.
Ask him a question. 可以问这个问题吗？可以跟他对话吗？实时对话。
如果联网的话是可以的， 但是我们
it's
今天没有给他
not
进行联网。
connected to the internet right now, but I understand the concept. Like for example, it's just right in front of your eyes. And
Well,
it doesn't block your vision actually. I can walk with like look around with no problem. And
Well, can you-
a little bigger?
like. Does it have like teleprompt like features? 它也可以作为提词器，是不是？
是的，就是我们还有提词器的功能，就特别适合于我们的主持人发言的时候，有的时候我们会忘词，它就可以提示我们去做这个。
That's so cool. That's what we need.
Yeah, it can also be used as a prompter.
Yeah,
so it's like
prompter.
the most important features for us,
Yeah.
right? Sometimes, for example, if we do this kind of live stream, we can just check the information and put it on the glasses and just pretend to be a really knowledgeable person.
Yeah, but I do can see. I'm not sure about the camera, but I do can see the green lights on
Yes.
the glasses.
Yeah, the
So-
texts are green.
Yeah, that's very high tech. 所以这个现在 is this available on the market?
现在还没有正式上市，可能还要再稍晚一点，我们会在市场上这个见到我们的产
It's
品。
not in the market yet.
Yeah, but it's going to be released soon, right?
So we need a prompter for sure.
But it has to connect it to your phone, right? For now.
是的，它现在必须与手机进行连接，因为我们还是这个主打的轻量，所以我们没有办法把所有的芯片集成进去，所以它必须要跟手机进行一个配对。
So another question, actually, how is it different from what we know, like some products in the market, like Huawei or
Because we used to have Google glasses,
Google
right?
glasses.
That's kind of similar to this
Yeah.
one.
So what's the difference between these two?
有几个区别吧。第一个呢，就是还是说我们这个款眼镜主打的是轻量化的一个智能化的终端， 与市面上其他 AR 眼镜比，它们显示的是全彩的一个色彩的画面，它可能看到的是更多的内容，但是它与之相比带来的就是这个眼镜的更重啊，戴起来会更累啊。然后而且我们看上去呢视野很窄，所以呢我们想我们现在的终端是手机，那我们能不能打造另外一款随身携带，让我们感受不到的这种智能化终端？它的功能不用太繁琐。它只要实现最简单的我们的一个生活助理功能就可以了。所以这种理念，我们打造这款形象级眼镜。
So compare with other smart glasses in the market, this one is lighter, as we said, it's 50 grams, right?
Yeah.
And as I was like trying it on, I can only see green.
Yeah.
The text are green, like the numbers are green. So for other glasses, maybe they have more colors, but they weigh, they are heavier.
Yeah.
And for these glasses, they support simple but necessary functions.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, and we're looking forward one day to use it in the market.
And we can see on the screen that ZTE has more than glasses to show us. They have like AR and some VR games. Yeah, so it's interesting to know. Thank you so much. 谢谢您。
Thank you so much. 谢谢您。
So it seems like there are a lot of fun downstairs. I think we should go down.
Yeah, I feel like now it's really like we're in a nightclub.
Yeah, and we will just give it to Michael. Michael will tell you more about the technological applications on, this is the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
And later we will meet you guys downstairs to have more fun. So Michael, it's all yours.
可以玩游戏，等会儿你们俩先玩游戏。
是吗？可以吗？
走，
只能体验一小下，
对，
玩不了什么。
就体验一下，说说感受就行了。但一定要表现得非常兴奋。
对，肯定会很兴奋。对。
Hi, Meiping, Yawen, thank you so much for that. I'm going to take it over from here. So I guess Meiping and Yawen took you through the booths 1 through 5. We're here at the tail end of this exhibition. I mean, it's certainly a lot cooler, right? Inside the blast furnace. I was outside the blast furnace just now, really hot on this September day here in Beijing, but look at what this place looks like inside. We just had some really cool mist. We're looking at some rocket blasters in here. This almost feels like a starship right in here, right? It gives you that cyberpunk kind of feeling where you just want to like dance in a club or something like that. But this is basically the integration, right? The integration of virtual reality, of augmented reality, of mixed reality into this one cool concept called extended reality. Now, the company responsible for this, again, is called Sky Limit Entertainment Group. And I just think this is a pretty cool business model, right? Because we're seeing, for example, AR, VR, MR, XR, all these interesting new technology concepts being applied in a business sense where consumers can enjoy such a fascinating virtual reality theme park. This is, after all, a metaverse theme park. So let me bring someone in from Sky Limit Entertainment Group, again, to talk more about what we're seeing inside. So, Qian, come on in. Let me get you to describe a little bit more about what we're seeing. qian您好，要不跟我们介绍一下这个馆和就是您的这个公司的展示？
这个是我们的33 Club 电竞综合大厅，它原本是首钢的第1高炉，它的整个我们这个空间的层高是33米，然后因此命名为33 Club 电竞综合大厅。之后呢，在我们这个场馆也会承接各种各样的活动，然后加入了我们这个整个的元宇宙的元素。未来这边呢也会是一个 VR 的乐园，元宇宙主题的 VR 乐园，然后呢会面向大众。
所以现在是没有完全建完，对吧？对。Okay. So again, this is about 33 meters tall right now, this entire theme park. As we were saying to Ms. Zhang, this is only 60% complete. This will eventually become a permanent site for a virtual reality theme park. I actually haven't been to a virtual reality theme park before. I mean, I've played something called laser tag, so I think this is similar to that. This would be an upgrade, I guess, of laser tag, where you're combining all sort of these frontier technologies into this one area in this cool blast furnace place. 这个模式我感觉挺有意思，就是在全国有别的一些创新的一些模式吗？
对， 对，基于我们这个大项目的5G 和 XR 的技术优势，还有我们大项目的运营的经验，我们会在全国范围内打造上千个以VR 电竞主题的元宇宙主题的娱乐空间，面向主要的是5到35岁的亲子家庭和新青年的群体。
哇，1000多个元宇宙的这种电竞空间。OK， 那现在有几个？目前？
现在我们大概是在北京、汇聚、大兴汇聚、上海太阳宫，以及我们的天津万象城，还有三亚的免税城都有我们的这种相较于大项目的这个面向于就是群众的元宇宙体验空间。
Okay. So again, I think this is a pretty cool business concept that they're trying to scale up across the country. So this is one of their bigger virtual reality theme parks, but Sky Limit, they want to create about 1,000 of these virtual reality theme parks. They're not going to be this big in scale, but they want to create 1,000 of these across the country. We see some of these big ones already across China. And again, I just think it's really cool that now we are applying, for example, the metaverse and XR and AR and VR into a business concept, right? And people can actually run around in here, play sort of laser tag-esque like kind of a game that you're going to see in just a second. The metaverse industry here in China is expected to grow quite a bit. So last year there was an estimate that the metaverse industry here in China is worth about $5 billion US. The Boston Consulting Group estimates that metaverse is going to reach a $28 billion industry in about 5 years' time. Deloitte China, very bullish when it comes to the metaverse here in this country, estimating that we're going to reach around $5 trillion US by the year 2030. And I guess you can get a sense in terms of how the metaverse can be applied, right? Because for me, I just always felt the metaverse is such an abstract concept. Like you can socialize in the metaverse, you can maybe have meetings in there, but actually applying it on a commercial basis, this is how you make it happen, right? So again, we're using XR technology, 5G. This is what makes all of this happen. I mean, China has the most 5G base stations in the entire world. By the first half of this year, China has already installed nearly 3 million 5G base stations, the most in the world. This country has the most mobile phone users in the world as well. So that's the digital infrastructure that makes all of this possible. So this is booth 9 here at the No.1 Blast Furnace at CIFTIS 2023, Sky Limit Entertainment Group. And then I want to move over now and take a look at what booth 8 has to offer. So I guess we're looking at a VR headset. 您好，要不您简单跟我们介绍这个产品是什么，然后应用的一些方式。
好的，这个是现在来说，国内最轻薄的一款 VR 头显，它里面，主要能体验的就是一种虚拟现实的游戏，或者是一些全景的视频，全景还可以在那种，可以看那种电影院模式的视频，看大片。你就不用去电影院了，你可以戴上这个头显，就可以在体验到那个在电影院那种效果。
Okay, so obviously this is a VR headgear. It's called Snow Keelan. And I guess one of the unique points of this particular headgear, this gentleman was telling me that it's very light. So let me see. It is rather light compared to maybe some of the heavier headgear that you can find in the market, and you can have quite an immersive experience, obviously, wearing this. You can watch a movie, for example, at home, and basically you don't have to go to the theater anymore. So just put one of these things on. It's like a home theater, or you can, I guess, put it anywhere where there is a 5G signal. Yeah. So 那我体验一下，要不？好。
是体验游戏还是视频？
体验一下视频吧。You can also play games on here, but I don't think we have enough time to play a game. So let me try and put this on and see what I can see. Unfortunately, you can't see it on the screen, but ideally, the audience can see what I'm seeing. But as of now, we can't. So let me put on this headgear and just maybe describe what I see, yeah? Okay, 哪里的风景？一个瀑布。Okay. So apparently what we're going to see is a waterfall once I put on this VR headgear. 但我戴眼镜也能戴吗？戴眼镜也能戴吗？可以戴。 I mean, because I got glasses on and then putting on this VR headgear. So let me see. Whoa, that's pretty cool. What I'm seeing right now is a really beautiful waterfall. I see rainbows on the waterfall as well. I'm climbing up a very steep mountain. Yeah, and I can turn my head and just look at this beautiful landscape. I actually don't know where this is, but this is absolutely gorgeous. I wish you guys can actually see what I'm seeing on the screen. I haven't tried a VR headgear yet. This would be my first time. And I guess the remote controls are somewhere. 您好，我们现在看的是哪个国家？您知道吗？
国家这个不太清楚。
Okay, so
本地录屏。
Okay. 那个遥控器我能体验一下吗？遥控器怎么体验？
体验。
OK。
这是
怎么用？
这是右手，这个是左手。
OK。
一般看视频的，如果你要按这个确定键，它能调出那个上面一些暂停啊，下一个视频啊，上一个视频。
I see. Okay. I mean, so this is basically a remote control, and you can. The screen, you can select various items on the menu in front of the screen. Beautiful scenery right now. You really don't have to leave home to experience all the wonders that the planet has to offer. A pretty cool experience. Apparently, I'm not that tech savvy because I can't really navigate this that well. Oh, there we go. I don't think it takes that long to get used to. This is quite cool. I'm basically clicking this and navigating through various screens. Cool. 好，谢谢。那我们摘下来吧。All right. So unfortunately, you guys couldn't see what I saw, but this was a great immersive virtual reality experience. 谢谢您。What I saw was scenery, nature, all around the world. And again, you don't have to leave home to experience it. I think for Chinese consumers, they are some of the most tech savvy in the world. And they really like to pick up tech. They really like to be tech savvy. So when it comes to adoption, I think Chinese consumers will be very fast when it comes to adopting virtual reality technology, just like how Chinese consumers really adopted mobile payments fast, right? We've got the most mobile phone users in this country, in the world as well, here in China. So this is Exhibit 7 here at No.1 Blast Furnace, and these are some really cool looking computers. I guess they're used for gaming in terms of data processing. They look pretty heavyweight as well. So how about we bring in one of the company representatives to give us a little bit more about what this company makes and does. So this company is called Gigabyte. Yeah? 好，您好，要不给我们介绍一下您的这个展示和产品？
这样是因为我们在现在这个馆是元宇宙科技体验馆，所以我们看到这个现场会有一些虚拟的演示这些对战啊。但虽然我们看到他们只是带了一个头戴设备和拿着一个虚拟的一个枪械在玩，但实际上呢，背后是需要像这样的硬件功能比较强大的来支持这个实际的这些画面的展现和运算的。对，那么我们现在这几台主机就是为比较大型的游戏以及电竞给他们来准备，可以胜任这些比较繁重的这种性能运算的啊。
所以算力，这些电脑的算力是极强极快的，是吗？
他们的算力都是很强的啊，也就是说在最繁重的运算要求下，他们都是可以胜任的。
Okay, so I guess one of the highlights of these computers are it is a data processing giant. So it's very fast when it comes to data processing. It's used in esports. The graphics look great. So if you are a gamer or something like that, and this can really be a type of computer for you. It's really cool looking as well. Looks like you can custom design it. But what makes, for example, the extended reality happen downstairs, which you're going to see in just a second, is the data processing power of these computers. So how about I send it downstairs and check in again with my colleagues Yao Wen and Mei Ping to see what's going on the ground, how all fit.
我们可以随时开始。 Hello everyone, we're now at the second floor of the furnace, right? As we mentioned, there's a battlefield down here and looks really fancy, and we can see the players are about to enter the battlefield.
Yeah.
So now we have the person in charge here, so let's hear more from her. 您好，可以帮我们先自我介绍一下，然后帮我们介绍一下这个是一个什么样的游戏体验呢？
OK， 大家好，我是当红齐天集团品牌市场部的负责人杜凯月。
So this is Miss 杜凯月 from SoReal.
对，
那我们后面这个是一个什么样的游戏体验？我看大家已经
开始玩了，对，
是的，因为当红齐天集团呢，今年呢是当红齐天集团和我们服贸会一起牵手的第3年了，对，然后我们这次呢也是作为服贸会最大的一个展品，同时也是作为一个创新服务特色展示的一个体验区，对，我们是力求给大家带来这种全沉浸式的这种科幻互动的体验。
So this is the third time for SoReal to participate the CIFTIS, and this is the biggest demonstration of this year's service fair, right?
The Shougang Park, right?
And so this is an immersive gaming, innovative gaming scenario, and we can see people are wearing their goggles and they're holding the gaming devices, gun-like gaming devices.
是的，那我们现在大家看到的这场呢，就是我们叫做 VR 大空间的多人互动的一个体验。这个也是运用了我们 SoReal 的5G 边缘计算解决方案的一个技术，所以我们彻底实现了算力解绑。也就是说，大家现在看到的这个玩家，他是彻底摆脱了这个沉重的电脑背包的束缚。对，所以他们就是简单来说呢，就是说我们把这个需要大算力的这个相关的数据和运算，我们从本地就是电脑背包里面把它上传到了云端边缘云。对。 所以呢，现在的玩家只需要通过一个非常轻便的一个头显，就是 VR 眼镜，就可以1秒进入到虚拟的世界。
Wow, this is really cool. What she says pretty much means like in the past, we know players or users they have to carry very heavy backpacks in order to play the game at the battlefield. But nowadays, everything has been uploaded to the cloud. Yeah, so reduce the needs of wearable. I'll say moto capture devices.
There's no wire. I think that's the most amazing thing. There's no wire.
Internet.
There's
5G,
just there's just gaming devices and goggles. So yeah, it's just improves the experience of gaming.
Yeah. So do you think maybe today we can have a try of it?
Yeah, maybe later. But now I want to learn more about the application scenarios.
Sure.
所以就是咱们除了就是这个游戏方面，然后包括还有哪些什么样的应用呢？一般来说。
我还需要补充一下，就是那在今年的服贸会上呢，我们还有一个在技术层面的一个迭代或者是叫突破，就是我们现在可以SoReal 通过5G XR 边缘计算解决方案呢，我们已经实现了这种跨省异地的同屏的一个对战的模式。那在昨天下午呢，我们也进行了一个全媒体的一个现场直播，就是我们的记者呢，其中一个记者他是身处在这个 SoReal 的场馆里面，首钢一高楼的场馆里面，然后我们另外的记者是在我们千里之外的这个成都青白江我们的另外一个数字文旅产业园的一个项目里面，他们通过我们的技术，基于我们的技术，通过一个轻便的 VR 头显就实现了1秒破壁进入到了同一个虚拟空间里面去进行一个体验。
Wow.
对，
So nowadays they do actually have the long distance cross city features or technologies that you can play this game. Even though you're at the different cities.
Provinces.
Yeah, different provinces.
Yeah, like what she said, there's another live stream yesterday, and there's users in Beijing playing the game, but at the same time, there are users in the Chengdu province, which is like far away from Beijing, and they're playing the same game together with
the goggles.
Yeah, no latency.
Yeah.
It's all thanks to 5G network.
Yeah. 所以，除了像我们玩游戏的场景，在这里我们还可以实现什么其他的应用呢？
非常的多，因为我们现在其中的这一块呢，我们是为了响应国家的这个智能体育，因为它可以就是消除掉玩家所有的这种物理的界限和障碍，我们可以让大家真正的去跑跳起来，所以也是助力我们国家这个智能体育的发展和应用落地。那除了智能体育方面呢，当红旗舰集团其实已经落地了 XR 加7大业态，比如说我们的乐园业态，我们的产业，比如说我们的博物馆，比如说我们的科技秀等等这样的对相关的
都可以在实现应用。
对
，OK。
So it's more than just a game.
Yeah,
it's intelligent sports now.
In
because,
education,
but it makes sense because you can see the players are running around and they're like exercising. And besides gaming, what she says is that this kind of application can be used for example, museum demonstrations of relics and education and maybe tourism. Right?
Exactly.
So it's a it's a wide range use of this.
Multifunction technologies in education. As you said, education like maybe arts or even music. They said they have the live house.
Yeah. And this is a very cool venue. And like you said at the beginning, a nightclub.
A nightclub. Of course, they can turn it into a music bar or a nightclub if they want
music,
to.
gaming, dancing together. So maybe it's time for us to try.
Yeah, 我们可以
试一下吗？
好，当然可以，你们可以去体验一下。
All right. So we're now going to put down the goggles as well as the facilities.
I'm gonna try first. I'm now wearing the wow, I can already see there are users in front of me.
So now they're putting on the goggles on my head and
I'm going to
wow, and there is the device. Okay, I can hold it like this. This is so cool. Where are you, Li Mei? Yes, I can see her. Okay. Here? Oh my god, what should I do?
So there's
okay, so how should I play this?
can go enter the circle.
Mei Ping, where are you?
To start the game.
So I saw like this is the mountain areas and I see temples and it's like in the movie scenarios.
好的。
医疗兵，
对，
是医疗兵是吗？
医疗兵用大拇指往上，这个可以换武器。
换武器 ，OK。
对。
Wow, this is so cool. I mean, I'm not a video game player, but this is something I really want to try out. He just told me I'm a med troops, and I can like switch by switching this facilities in order to change my weapons. 所以我的任务是什么 ？What's my mission? Wow. You can see the blue sky. This is totally immersive experience. And wow, I'm shooting the targets now. 滑手是什么？滑索。
那个枪去触碰那个发光的那个把手，就可以做滑手。
在哪里？发光的把手。
Okay, I think I now have a basic understanding of the game.
我看到了，但是我怎么
往前走？
往前走。
对对对。
一直走吗？
到了那个滑索底下就可以用枪去触碰了。
哦，我碰到了。然后呢？
滑走了吗？
我没有滑走，但是我触碰到了。They said, if I here in this immersive environment, if I touch the gun, to the zip line, I think.
触碰一下，我看一下。
OK， 我碰到了，是碰哪个位置？这个位置吗？对。哇，我滑走了！ Wow, this is so cool! It's like I'm in a forest, experiencing the zip lining. Oh my gosh, I feel dizzy now. Wow, this is really cool. Where are you guys? I'm back to the base now. Wow. Okay, 去复活是去 Where am I? Okay, I saw it. There's no people around me, right? All right, I just got another life. I'm back. I didn't even know how I got murdered or how I was died. So what's my mission now? Did I just die again? Wow. Wow, this is so cool. This will totally open another world. We've been always talking about metaverse, but where are you, Mei Ping? Okay, I'm dead again. How can I get my life back? Okay. All right, I just went to another space. It looks very modern. And I saw an elevator in front of me. I'm going to get there. Wait, I'm back. OK， 谢谢。Wow. That was so cool. Okay.
Yeah, well, welcome back.
Oh my God, that
I
was
finished
so,
earlier than
that was
you.
So cool. Were you there?
Yeah, I
Did you
was.
see me?
I don't know which one you were.
Me either. Are we looking for you?
We could see some numbers, right?
Yeah.
Like, so how do you feel about it?
I feel like I'm not a video game player, but after having experienced this immersive games, definitely I'm go for it.
Getting interested in
Yeah.
gaming now.
Yeah. How about you?
Yeah, I could see a lot of like Chinese style architecture there, right?
Yes.
Are we seeing
Like
the same thing?
The temples.
Yeah, the temple and
flowers
yeah,
and,
the
all
cherry blossom, like
Yeah, the cherry
flower tree.
blossom. We're in
That's
the-
very beautiful.
Yeah, we're in
place.
the same space. I
But
think.
we're like battle each other. We're in Shougang in such a beautiful place. But,
Yeah.
but it's a good experience. And I think the most important thing for me that it was not dizzy. I didn't feel any like dizziness.
Well, I do feel dizziness.
Oh, you did just
just
this
now.
couple of minutes?
Yeah, I don't know. They told me to use my gun to touch that zip line equipment, and then I touched it. I was zipped right away. After I landed, I feel so dizzy. I was like, okay, probably that's too much for me.
Yeah, but you are getting interested in VR
Yeah, I
games.
do
think
get
people are
interested.
different. We have like different physical conditions, but it's quite interesting, and I'm glad that we could like experience this game. I was here like for 2 days, and this is
The first time we really got the chance to experience that.
Yeah. So it's really fun. So yeah, I think this is pretty much what we have.
Yeah,
for
that'll
you
be
at the
all
furnace.
for this this section, and we do have more for you.
Yeah, our colleague Suri is now at the venue for information communications technology, and she will give you more interesting applications and services of technology industry.
Yeah.
So now Suri is yours.
玩怎么样？谢谢你。听懂了没有？哎，这个有那个回放吗？哎，有。感谢。你们自己要体验吗？
我们每天的工作就要不同的迭代。
其实我进去以后很迷茫，我不
你
知道
刚才看的是什么内容啊？是西游吗？
应该是
那个 PP。
啊，对。如果有机会，你们可以体验一下 PVE，就是人机对战，有一个西游主题特别的。
主要是因为
辛苦了，辛苦了，谢谢。我们在这儿收一下。
拜拜拜拜。因为开始前没有讲解明白，所以可能直接就上场。
不过能让我们就是体验一下，就是很感谢了。
对，确实是第一个媒体。就是效果。
This technology is being heatedly discussed in recent years because of its possibility to replace jobs of people, even like me, who would normally think that my job would require extensive personal interaction in real world and extensive real life experience. And in fact, this kind of character has already started their career somewhere on the live streaming platforms. So before I go too deep into it, let me show you what this character can do here. I'm going to talk to her through this mic and to see what kind of answer it can generate. Hello, Ichi. Can you speak in English now?
Yes, I can speak in English now. How can I help you today?
Can you tell me some of the highlights of this year's China International Fair for Trade and Services?
Certainly. This year's China International Fair for Trade and Services CIFTIS highlights the theme of opening up, sharing, cooperation for a better future. The fair showcases cutting-edge technologies and innovative solutions from around the world with a focus on boosting trade, investment, and cooperation between countries. It also features a variety of cultural and educational activities, providing a unique platform for people from different backgrounds to come together and exchange ideas.
Wow, this sounds great. And what do you recommend me for my dinner, for example?
Thank you for your kind words. If you are looking for a restaurant recommendation, there are many great options in Beijing based on your preference, whether it's Chinese or international cuisine. There are plenty of great great places to try. If you're in the mood for something traditional, I recommend checking out one of Beijing's famous Hutao neighborhoods for some delicious local food. If you're in the mood for something more contemporary, there are many great restaurants in the city that offer innovative cuisine from around the world. Enjoy your meal.
All right, she's giving us very informative and knowledgeable answer. So good that I'm not really, I don't really want to cut it off. Okay, I'm still gonna ask 2 more questions. So I'm having a very tight schedule today. Can you say something to cheer me up?
I'm sorry to hear that you have a tight schedule today. I hope you can take a few deep breaths and stay calm. Remember to take breaks when you need them and try to stay hydrated. You got this. And don't forget to enjoy the little things in life, like a cup of coffee or a good joke. You are capable and strong, and you will get through this.
Ichi, that is so sweet of you. My final question for you is, how do I look today?
I'm sorry, I'm not able to see or access any visual information, so I'm unable to answer your question about how you look today. However, I hope you feel confident and comfortable in whatever you're wearing. Remember to always be true to yourself and express your unique style.
Well, as you can see, that this character is, in fact, is very informative. It can give us a lot of information on events, on specific things, but she's not very opinionated. For example, she cannot comment on my appearance, physical appearance. So personally, I am not threatened by this technology right now. I think it still have a long way to go before it can fully replace human beings' jobs. And previously, I have talked to the person in charge here. He told me that the most difficult part of this kind of technology is that when they collect information, usually they collect the information from, for example, Word documents or some other language kind of information in words. And how do they translate these kind of information into expressions, into body movements, into facial expressions of these characters or AI-generated character is key. But they are on their way to improve it. And right now we are coming to our next step. It's similar to the first AI-generated character, but this one is more specific about your facial expressions and stuff. And okay, let me try. I don't know if you can already see here on this phone. I look like I'm masked by these dots. I think it's capturing my facial expressions. And if I smile, or if I do some faces, okay, and then it will be shown on these characters on that big screen. I think you can already see it right now. So I'm going to try some 5 facial expressions to see how will it catch up with me. So my first one is okay, second one. Okay, I'm going to give you an angry face. Somehow I feel like the cartoon image on the big screen looks better than me. Okay, what else I can do with my faces? Oh, nice. All right, I think this is a really good technology. You know, sometimes it can be used in the live streaming platform. If you do some, for example, if you sell products or if you talk about some topics that you don't want to show your face, you can definitely use this kind of technology and to make yourself feel safer. All right. I think if we can talk to someone, 我能问你几个问题吗？关于这个 So I'm going to talk about a little bit of this technology with the person in charge of this store. 所以就是像这个，你跟我简单的介绍一下，这个是个什么样的技术吧？
它是一个人脸捕捉。
人脸捕捉。
我们人脸是有很多神经的，很多皮肤它会动态很复杂，对吗？ 然后我们呢就把这个人脸上面埋了很多点，你看这些点就是模拟人的这个神经的，所以你的这些点的运动我们能捕捉，然后根据你的这个脸的点的运动，然后把它记录下来，同步到我们的数字人上面。
Okay, so he's telling me that these little dots, I don't know if you can see it on the screen, is actually capturing the movements and the facial expressions of my faces, and by copying these or understanding this information, they can translate it into the bigger image that you're seeing on that bigger screen. 这个它的难度在哪里？
人的神经是很多，你要准确的话，那么你埋的点就要多，你的点越多，你的动作就越准确。你像我们的微笑，包括你的眼珠子，你都可以跟着这转，它就会跟着一起转。所以我们是行业内做的比较好的，我们埋的点是最多的。
就点多的话，它会有什么
识别率更准确。
对于你们来说，它为什么会困难？
就更复杂，我们要计算的量就更多。
Oh, okay. So if they want to have more accurate expression of my facial movement or physical movement, the calculation of their algorithm will become more complicated, and that's the key difficult part of this technology. 谢谢你，好，祝你好运啊。Okay, so now we're heading to our next step. But before we go to our next step, we're going to go through this, I would call this a kingdom of kids. Because here we can see a lot of games, interactive games, and usually it's liked by kids, but maybe because it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so they haven't come yet. And this one is themed about outer space, I think. Usually a lot of people are taking pictures here. And also, you can see on our left side, these kids are playing this sensor gaming. So sensor technology these years, the market for it has been booming, and a major part of it is to combine it with some sports games, and so that you could play the games while you having some physical exercises. And before I came here, I actually didn't expect that the CIFTIS could be actually a good place for parents and kids to kill their time on weekends. All right. Right. Okay, on our right hand, we see people are taking pictures here with the sound effect and the light effect here. Yeah, I would also want a cool picture like that. Okay, this looks like she's on fire. I would expect some wings kind of lights coming out. All right. Okay, also on our right hand, we see a lot of kids are playing Legos here. These Legos are themed at different like scenic spots of Beijing. We see Tiananmen Square, we see Tiantan, or we also see some spacecrafts, rockets. And this is also, and the kids are also controlling these little toys on with some sensoring technology. How I wish I could have this kind of tool when I was a kid. Okay. Let's continue our walk. I'm going to one of my favorite spots of this journey. Let me see if okay, I already see a lot of people are lining up here. And this experiment is really cool because it uses I'm going to try this as well. So because a lot of people are queuing up here, so I'm going to give you a little bit of information about it. So it used the liquid nitrogen to somehow cook the salmon fish into some kind of ice cream. I don't know how it happened, so I've never tried it before, so I'm going to try it now. Let me talk to the person. 可以吗? Yeah, maybe before I do it, you can first have some brief look at it. Okay. All right, I think maybe we should come back to the store when they finish this, and maybe let's go and see if we can. Okay, let's go. Maybe let's go and see over there. It's too popular, so I'm going to try on this car. This car actually is educating people to drive safely because it simulates different information, simulate different situation when you drive. If you are driving on drugs, or if you are driving on alcohol, or you drive when you are still fatigued. So I'm going to show you how this will work.
自动驾驶模拟眼睛一开一关一闭是这种，然后还有就是那个超速驾驶呢，是模拟速度非常快的时候你去控制车辆，所以这个我们平常生活不可能说让我们警察让我们去试，但是我们用 VR 的方式来体验一下，就是我法律规定为什么不能这样做？那有人可能会想，哎，我这样做我没问题啊，但是你这一体验发现这样一做，
你把那边
真的不受伤，真的会出事。
你去跟那个人说一下。
对，目前它体验的是休假模式。
Okay. So we're now waiting for. I'm waiting for my turn to try on this game. So in fact, this car is like this is a real car, but it's not. It doesn't have electricity. Usually. It just simulates the situation, and then you can pick different situation with the wheel. All right. All right, so it seems like people are enjoying the activity here. So let me come back to my experiment table. Okay. All right, salmon fish, I'm coming. Salmon fish, salmon fish. All right, is it my turn? Okay. Can I try this now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
好，来，你可以拿这个小碗的其他东西，然后跟周边的小伙伴去做个分享啊。
Yeah, I feel so bad to get these kids out of here, but it's my turn. I'm running out of time. 你们去别的地方玩好不好？我也想试一试这个。谢谢你们。
好的
So great. All right. All right. Finally, it's my turn. Okay. I can tell how much the little kids like this place because they don't want to leave. All right.
有你喜欢吃的东西吗？
Oh, so he let me pick something I like here. So, you recommend this one? Okay. So, I think this aggro looks nice. Or this is just regular snacks, right?
Yeah,
regular. Okay. All right.
And
so we're not doing salmon today?
Yes.
Okay, you want me to try something new today?
Try something new.
Okay, so no salmon today, but aggros. All right. Okay, so I don't know how to call this in English, but in Chinese it's 旺仔小馒头. It's a very hardcore advertisement for 旺仔小馒头. Okay.
好，这个实验还是有一点点危险性的。
Okay. So the experiment's still a little bit dangerous, so I have to do it inside of this box. Okay. So this big bottle is for adults. So 我站着还是坐着呀 ？Okay. 我还站着吧。All right.
当我盖上这个盖子以后，这个实验过程中发生的任何意外就由您自己来解决。
Okay, so he said once he closed this, all these things are on me. So wish me good luck. If I die on myself. Okay.
那是吗？
好。
来，请用您的左手给我比个耶。
左手比个耶 ，so. Okay, I have to do this. He teach me.
然后右手给我点个赞。
All right.
好的，所以你的手套已经戴好了。
Okay.
请用您的右手全程要握住这个保温壶的手柄。
Okay, so I'll have to hold this handle during the whole process of this experiment.
然后用您的左手慢慢的拧开这个壶盖。
Okay, I'm supposed to open this. Oh, I have to do that. It's okay.
What do you see?
I see fogs, and I don't know if it's because it's too warm or if it's too cold. Actually,
you can hold it too close to what inside. You guess.
What's inside? What do you think? What do you think, our viewers? What's inside? I don't see. I see like dark holes. Okay.
好，现在您可以慢慢的把这里边的东西倒在这个小碗里。
So he's still not gonna tell me what's inside, but he tells me to pour this in. Okay. To pour this inside. So is this something inside, or is this more? 里面还有什么吗？ Oh, okay, it's water. Okay.
好，
wow.
左手慢慢的把这个壶盖盖上。
Okay, to close this lid.
没关系。好，然后右手把这个保温壶放在实验柜的右上角，顶住它就好了。
Oh my God, I cannot close it. Oh, so dumb. Okay.
好。然后请您双手拿起这个小碗，离您近一点。
Okay.
好，您看到了什么
？What do I see? I see water.
Water.
And I also see. Oh, I see some reactions there. Do you see? Like the water's mumbling over there. Yeah, bubbles and this 旺仔小馒头 is swimming inside.
Do you ever put water in the snaps in your home?
Yes. I tried.
So in that case, what kind of a change for the snaps? They will become soft or hard or?
It becomes soft and disgusting.
Yeah. so right now, is the change happen or not?
What? Can you repeat your question?
Is a change soft or not?
I cannot touch it, so I can't really tell, but I think it's still hard.
Got it. 您可以再继续把这个举高一点。
再举高一点。
对。What do you see?
I see. Oh, I see. I see fog coming out here.
So already we put hot water in the glass. The smoke or the fog will come from the glass to up or down.
Yes, it will go up.
Yeah.
Right, it will go up, but now this smoke is coming down. Usually, so if we, but I'm not sure. I think it's ice water in it. It's not hot water.
We can guess.
Okay.
That's what we do some experiments.
So this is this very interesting part. He explained to me that usually if we pour like hot water into this bowl, and the smoke would actually going up, but right now we're seeing these smoke is coming down, going downward. So I don't know what's inside of that bottle. What? Yeah.
So right now, please put the ball on the box.
Okay, to put this
and
here.
And take off the glove.
Take off the glove.
So is any of the water on your hand?
It's moisture, but yeah, but it's not. It's okay.
Nervous or?
I don't know.
Or just exciting when you see food?
Yeah, I'm excited. No, I'm excited about this experiment.
So right now we just see. So
maybe you can stand here.
So
stand over here, please.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we can hear?
I can hear like the sound of hard things cracking each other.
Okay, got it. So put your hand across the ball.
Like this. Oh, it's cold.
It's cold.
Yeah, it's cold.
It's cold. Okay.
It's cold.
What you can see around the bowl?
A smokes, fogs.
And you can touch it.
Okay.
What kind of?
Oh, it's freezing actually. It's so icy. It's so freezing. Yeah.
So currently we just we see over here, and we touch, and what's the smell of those smoke?
I don't know. Can I smell it now? Can I?
Yeah.
Can I smell it now?
In the lab, we do not smell it this way. We smell
like this.
Like this. Animal smell.
I don't smell anything,
That's right. Okay.
I think you're playing a trick on me. I don't feel anything.
So right now we just see, hear, touch, and smell, and following we will
eat it.
Eat it.
Yeah, that's the final moment. Okay, let me. Okay.
Do you ever use your tongue to touch the iron pipe in winter?
I don't dare. I think that's stupid.
So when you do that, please use your teeth.
Oh.
Cut it first, then your lip and tongue.
Okay. Yeah. But
I try first.
Okay, you try first. How to eat an icy 旺仔小馒头? A smoking 旺仔小馒头. I don't dare to try it. I'm not gonna try this. No.
No.
No, I'm not gonna try it. How does it?
I will try for you.
Okay. Wow. Interesting. Just for your information, he's just having some nice snack here. He's not smoking. All right. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm gonna try this one. I'll try this piece. I'll try this one. It's ice cream. It's ice cream. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. Good luck. All right. In fact, I'm having a very good time at this exhibition hall, and if you have time, you should definitely come and try this this experiment and try this type of new food. And just to sum it up, he actually used the liquid nitrogen to freeze up the snacks and to turn it into some ice cream flavored new type of snacks. And I like this idea. I don't know why we don't have salmon today. I actually expected more for salmon, but we're finishing up in this exhibition hall, and I'm going to meet up with my colleague right over there and to see what's inside of the building of 11 Exhibition Hall. Oh, hi. Hi, okay. Hello. Hi, how's your day?
Great. And you, how about the visit?
I just had a very interesting experiment over there. I was telling you that I'm going to have like a salmon, an ice cream made by salmon, but he didn't give me salmon today, but I had 旺仔小馒头, something I don't know how to translate into English.
Surprise.
But I had a very good experience. So what do you have in the 11, in the number?
Well, I will lead our audience to continue our discovery about most
cutting edge technologies.
Okay, about technology. I hope that you can have a similar experience like me, or better experience. All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. So let's get started. Well, we are heading to the hall number 11. It is also centered on the telecommunication, computer, and information services, which is facing a huge innovation in recent years. So there are a lot to discover in the whole Shougang Park, which have 15 halls in total. Well, this one is one of the most visited hall. Well, we can see that there are already a lot of persons here. These booths are all centered on telecommunications, which is a domain that has witnessed a lot of evolution in recent years. I would like to take you to see the new tendencies. As you may already know, there are a lot of changes in the domain of services. We can see that the digitalization is always on the go here. And over there, we can see that there is someone who is having the experienced. This girl is having an avatar and she's dancing. Let's take a look. Well, we can see that this girl is dancing along with the avatar who has exact same movements. And I think that she is dancing a Chinese classic performance. Well, we have our guest here. So Madame Gao, who is just beside me. Can you just tell us some of the latest evolution in the digital domain? 能不能跟我们说一说这个新的发展趋势？
我们现在表演的是奇妙园数字人，是我们的一个数字人平台。其实它代表的是 AI 技术中最广泛流行的数字人的表演技术，因为它现在主要在进行一个现代舞的表演。然后它现代舞的表演主要是通过真人的动作捕捉，然后实现数字人的驱动，然后驱动到它的大屏幕上进行一些实时渲染。所以我们这种产品有 2.5D、3D 以及2D 不同形态的数字人都可以实现你的数字的3重分身。
Well, we can see the application of the digital avatar, and it has combined a lot of new technologies, including 3D, 5G, and other numerization techniques. And we can see that she is performing a modern and classic Chinese dance. It's very, very nice. And 为什么我们会选择这样的一个形象来在服贸会展示呢？
因为它其实是代表着非常动感、动态又亲切客人的一个，我们把这个名字命为小给给。其实它是在音视频平台最为大众所熟知、流行的一个品牌形象。
So this personage is called 小给给, and it's very young and cute and attract a lot of public here. So we can see that there are a lot of points on the costumes. So what are they for? 那看到我们这个上面的衣服上面有很多的点，这些是为了做什么呢？
动作捕捉的模态系统，它其实每个点都对应着一个动态的表达。我们在这里面就可以传递到它很多动态、动作甚至表情的微妙变化，然后再进行进一步的实时渲染，就投影到大屏幕上。就我们现在看到的小给给的分身形象，所以它其实呢也可以做2.5D， 就是更真人的形态。像这个也可以用一张照片来驱动。我们接下来在后面的展示中可以体验到。
So we can see that on the costume that the lady has a lot of like detecting points on the clothes. That is to capture the movements of the lady, and it's a great show. Let's just continue to discover the booths. I can see that there is an exhibition of AIGC paintings. That's very interesting. Can you tell us why we are organizing this kind of exhibition here?
Yeah. 中文问 AIGC 艺术展其实意在探索科技与艺术的完美交融和结合。所以说，我们是通过 AI 生成了所有的绘画产品。它其实有古典艺术，然后有现代艺术、当代艺术、抽象表现主义都有，是和现代的一些文明结合起来，然后我们来探索艺术领域的交融和共生。
So this aims to combine all kinds of different styles of paintings, like Impressionism, the abstraction, the modern and classic art. Let's take a closer look at it, okay? Okay, let's look at this one. This is very vivid.
它其实是一个勾勒出一个宇宙，揭示宇宙中奥妙的一种感觉。它其实有很多真人的形象，然后包括印象派和表现主义。比如我们看这一幅。
So actually, in this exhibition, a lot of paintings are demonstrating the integration of technology and the human being. We can see this painting. I think it's jellyfish with a pretty girl's face, and it's very imaginary.
是的，它其实是代表这种生物体和当代科技的结合，比如它头上的一些水母的造型和现代的人的科技的元素结合在一起，就代表着一种现在以及未来以及生物都可以进行交融共生的体验。
So this combines the biology and the technology. This one, I think, just reminds me of something. I think it's the abstraction of the paintings, right?
Yeah. 他其实是一个艺术家蒙德里安，然后他的艺术表现形态以及波洛克他那种缀法，然后他把五墨都表现在墨盘里面，他表达的一种很抽象的宇宙的混沌，从混沌走向共生的状态。他其实你能看到他在里面的表演里面能看到一些人工智能和当代艺术的结合。
So actually, we can see that this painting has combined two style of artists. One is mundane style, which is abstraction, I think, and another one is the Jackson Pollock, right? So it has the abstraction form, and at the same time, it has used the splashing technique. It's very striking and very nice to see. Oh, this one. So,
you like it?
Yeah, I like it, and everyone can see that it is the water lilies of inspired by this painting, right?
非常明显的一幅莫奈的作品，它莫奈的睡莲其实在当代的技术中已经完美的体现，就是印象派大师莫奈他的一个开山之作，体现了莫奈他本人的风格，但同时他有一些现代的元素，比如现在的桥、现在的光影，怎么样和过去的艺术表现主义结合起来，其实是我们当代的 AIGC 所探索的，也想和过去的古典的艺术交融的部分。
So we can see that the style of Claude Monet has been integrated to the modern shades, and we can see a bridge. That is very interesting to see that with the technology of AIGC, we can see the paintings on some subjects that the original painters would not draw. So that's really interesting to see that. And this one is about the intelligent reveries.
其实这是一个更深刻的主题，就是象征着人的创造力和人工智能无限结合之间的一种共生的关系。当复杂的一些有机体，然后结合人的表达，然后它能交织成什么，所以给大家提供了一个非常丰富的想象空间。
So it demonstrates the subject of our live streaming, which is a combination of the artificial intelligence and the human beings. And it gives us a lot of imaginary. Okay, let's continue to see the domains where artificial intelligence can be applied to. Can you give us a brief introduction about this?
这边其实是我们的出门问问，基于大模型序列猴子的 AIGC 产品矩阵。然后我们这一些产品矩阵有 AI 写作助理奇妙文、AI 绘画助理颜值画、AI 数字分身，我们刚才看到的奇妙园的平台，然后还有最为大众所熟知的魔音工坊，它是 AI 配音助理，就是现在我们所有在抖音、快手等各大音视频平台大家都应用的最广泛的一个产品种类。
So we can see that it can be vastly applied to like the writing text or the voice dubbing or the digital avatar. Everything we can be integrated with the AIGC. So like this one, the AI can play the role of the doctor, and we can ask questions with them.
Anytime, anywhere.
But I think the condition is that we need to give them enough material to learn before delivering a result, right?
Yeah. 它其实基于大模型的底层技术，然后可以把大量的数据，比如技术、医疗、音乐、无线艺术的音乐结合起来，然后它其实是可以生成一些新的内容和表达。比如它可以做一个个人助理，你问它任何问题，比如 AI 方面的知识，它就可以对答如流。你问它一个生理或者医疗的问题，它也可以给你如实的反馈。它相当于一个人类的 AI 助理。所以运用在你的工作生活的各个场景里面。
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we can see that the AIGC can be used as personal assistant to improve our daily life and also to improve our creativity. Well, I see that here in this new booth, it's like the home-like environment. It just demonstrates that the AI can be applied in our daily life. So I can see that here we've got these devices for the disabled person. I would like to remind you that just on September 1st, the first law on the barrier-free environment construction has been implemented. So China is trying to improve the conditions for people with disabilities. Well, I think this glasses is quite special. 我想看看这个眼镜它有什么样的功能呢？
这个是我们叫蓝洋 Key 字幕眼镜，它可以帮助字幕眼镜，可以帮助听障的人士跟正常人的沟通，把语音转换成文字，显示在眼前，利用 AR 的技术显示在眼前。另外呢，对我们正常人呢还可以翻译。提供这个翻译的版本，把中文翻译成英文，或者是把英文翻译成中文，支持很多种语言，可以帮助大家用文字的方式获取信息。
So this one could be used for the disabled person, for the visual impairment, well, for the hearing impairments, well, they can hear. If they can hear, they can see what they are hearing. So I would like to have a try. I will see if I can see the people who is talking around me. Oh yeah, I can see some voice. Can you just explain something to me?
I can translate from Chinese to Chinese or from English to Chinese. Display foreign language. And translate or display directly in front of your eyes.
Yeah, I can see that.
This is AR technology, AR display technology.
So maybe you would like to take a look. Can you see what is in it? Yeah. Well, I will say something like this bus is extraordinary. Yeah. With this cell phone screen, that would be clearer. Okay. Yeah. I can see the phrases. Yeah. So for those who cannot hear, they can just see what they hear.
Yes.
That is incredible. Okay.
See the voice.
See the voice. Yeah. It is remarkable. And we have another one here for the visual impaired person, I think. Here. Could you please show us what it is functioning? So this is a reader for the visually impaired person. And we can see that here it is an alphabet for them. And also here, I don't know if you can see the changes of the heights for each point. But with the changes of the phrases, this one will also change accordingly.
对，这是一个迷盲双视的一个盲文阅读机。上面的话是我们见识人可以看到的
So
汉
this
字
is
的
the
文
Chinese
本。
character.
对，这是一个盲文点。
The alphabet for visually impaired
对，然后
person.
这个是适用于我们盲人同志
And also
摸读的一个。
what they can do to, they can touch to read the content.
对。然后我们是插入 U 盘可以导入一个电子的文本，就很方便的去阅读了。
Oh, okay. So it is very convenient for the visually impaired person to understand the content. It's very will greatly facilitate their daily life. And this one is also something to relieve the avoid the barrier. Yeah. So it can vibrate when there are obstacles. Yeah, I can feel it.
对，然后它这个是2米之内就可以开始震动，是一个导盲避障手环。
Ah,
如果你是这样的话，没有障碍物的话，它是没有震动。
Ah, yeah, I can feel it. If there is no obstacle, it will not vibrate like that. Great. This is a detecting point here. Okay, thank you. 谢谢. So let's continue our discovery. Wow! Just see, there is a performance of robots here. So these are the robots for service. We can see that they are very flexible and their dance is so subtle. Generally, the service robot will be applied to a number of domains like the elderly person's help and restaurants, reception, or the museum explanation, etc. And we can see that it can move swiftly, so that is why it can be also used in the domain of logistics and others. And I think it is one of the most important reasons for developments of the technology, that is to improve people's life and facilitate our well-being. Well, at the same time, they can be used in the rescuing operation, like this unmanned helicopter, so cool. And these devices can be used in the natural disasters to help rescuing persons. So I think that is really amazing to see that all these technologies are combined to offer a better environment for human beings to live, to create, and to in those rescuing operations. And we can see the details of the unmanned helicopter. According to explanation, it can fly for 8 hours and with a charge of 300 kilograms. So it could be very useful in different conditions. That is, and also at the same time, it can not only be unmanned, but also be driven by the pilot. So that is really amazing. Well, in this live streaming, we have discovered the metaverse. We have seen all kinds of devices which has combined the technologies like AI, like 5G, like VR, everything. And it's quite a great experience. Thank you very much for watching and stay tuned for the upcoming programs.